Listen, Myles Garrett completely lost it. We're talking about a total breakdown, not just some mild annoyance where he kicks the turf and moves on. This was a full meltdown. The trigger, Cleveland announcing Dillon Gabriel as their starting quarterback instead of Shedeur Sanders, the player everyone's been waiting to see. The NFL world went into shock. Social media didn't just light up, it exploded into complete chaos with outrage and memes flooding every feed. The Browns suddenly looked like they needed serious help, maybe even some kind of intervention. Cleveland's atmosphere became electric with tension, everyone asking the same question: what's going on here? So what exactly did Dillon Gabriel do to cause this disaster? Did he throw a terrible pass, say something wrong, or is just having him start the actual problem? The bigger question everyone wants answered is whether Shedeur Sanders got screwed out of his deserved spot. How did Myles Garrett, typically calm and professional, turn into pure rage so quickly? This chaos isn't some distant problem anymore. It's arrived in Cleveland and it's ripping through everything like a hurricane. This goes beyond a simple quarterback debate. It's a complete organizational meltdown happening for everyone to witness. Myles Garrett isn't slightly irritated or even just angry. He's burning with fury so intense it's like watching someone who just had their car vandalized and their lunch stolen simultaneously. Starting Dillon Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders is a football disaster. It's like forcing someone to eat terrible food while an amazing meal sits untouched nearby. This decision is so confusing it makes no sense whatsoever. The Browns putting their trust in Gabriel for the game produced predictable results. He was composed, they said. He handled himself well. Sure, he did exactly what a backup quarterback should do, trying to keep things together until the real starter comes back. But here's Cleveland's brutal problem. There's no established starter waiting to return. Technically there is, but nobody wants that scenario. We're stuck in football limbo, hoping Gabriel, a quarterback with obvious limitations who might make a good coach someday but lacks elite physical abilities, can somehow work miracles. This situation isn't just questionable, it's completely baffling. It makes you wonder if the Browns are secretly conducting some bizarre experiment gone horribly wrong. If this were a TV show, the episode would be called Cleveland Loses Its Mind. Garrett's reaction was legendary. He paced the sidelines like a trapped animal, waving his arms and throwing death stares that could melt steel. The guy looked less like a football player and more like he was auditioning for a dramatic movie about a breakdown. The internet absolutely detonated. Clips of Garrett's angry reactions flooded social media. Memes spread like wildfire. Gabriel's name went viral for all the wrong reasons, becoming the symbol of bad coaching decisions. Cleveland seemingly unleashed controversy they can't control. But here's the real issue at the heart of this mess. While chaos unfolds, Shedeur Sanders remains on the sideline, ready to go. He's the pristine sports car sitting in the garage while everyone drives beat-up vehicles. The Browns simply refuse to let him play. With every snap he sits, frustration washes over Cleveland. Fans collectively groan, thinking this could have been something special. The twisted silver lining is they can't blame Shedeur for losses yet. Let's be honest, if he were starting, he'd already be the scapegoat whenever things go wrong. By benching him, they're accidentally protecting him from blame while denying him the chance to play. The Browns are denying themselves the explosive talent that could transform their season. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel is out there trying his best under crushing pressure. You have to respect his effort, but he's clearly in an impossible position. It's like someone gave him the wrong script. He's trying to perform while the audience screams they didn't want him in this role. Every snap becomes immediate social media analysis. Fans dissect his every move like some experimental project that could either revolutionize football or spectacularly fail. The coaching staff is sweating, not literally, but you can see the panic. They're desperately trying to appear calm while their eyes betray terror. Myles Garrett stomps around like a living warning sign, all 272 pounds of him. The clock ticks louder each moment. Fans spiral into despair. The tension is overwhelming. Cleveland sits on a football time bomb ready to explode. Twitter transformed from sports discussion into complete circus chaos. Calm debates about strategy became wild outrage and dark humor. Someone even photoshopped Garrett as a medieval warrior standing over defeated Gabriel, and that image perfectly captures everything. The quarterback situation feels less like a personnel decision and more like a gladiator battle with logic fighting madness. But Shedeur Sanders isn't just sitting around feeling sorry for himself. He's watching every play, studying defenses, learning the playbook, probably thinking this is ridiculous. This man has the arm talent to make every throw, the football intelligence from his Hall of Fame father, and that special charisma you can't teach. Yet the Browns seem obsessed with testing Cleveland's patience limits. Fans are holding their breath, waiting for that moment when he finally gets unleashed, because when it happens, the internet will explode. Expect endless memes, clips, and reaction videos everywhere. Someone's probably already writing an essay about how Sanders was the hero Cleveland needed. The dysfunction runs deep. This isn't just one bad decision, it's systemic. This is a franchise where politics often trump winning games. There are whispers about meetings where coaches get overruled, where analytics clash with traditional scouting, where the direction feels murky. Myles Garrett, who's given everything to this team, isn't just mad about one lineup choice. He's furious at the recurring self-sabotage pattern. He sees a championship defense being held back by an offense deliberately restrained. His frustration is a symptom of something much larger. Dillon Gabriel deserves sympathy. The man trapped in this hurricane. He's trying to prove himself, which deserves respect. But let's face facts. He's in arguably the toughest spot imaginable. He's the starter living permanently in the shadow of who everyone actually wants. Every throw, every snap, every incomplete pass gets examined under intense scrutiny. Fans mercilessly compare everything to Shedeur's potential, whispering after every mistake that it wouldn't have happened with Sanders out there. The pressure is immense and getting heavier constantly. The media reaction is dripping with sarcasm. Headlines like "Brown's questionable decision backfires again" plaster every sports site. You can hear collective frustration through the screen. Myles Garrett isn't just watching a game anymore. He's witnessing a slow tragedy. You see the turmoil on his face, that toxic mix of disbelief and rage as he watches potential burn right before him. The chaos is brewing, energy unbearably tense. Somehow Browns management sits calmly in their luxury boxes, but it's that eerie calm before a tornado touches down. They're either in deep denial or moments from completely losing it. When Garrett explodes, it's never subtle. It's always headline-worthy, camera-catching, meme-generating chaos. The locker room tension must be crushing. Everyone's holding their breath, waiting for inevitable confrontation. Shedeur Sanders could have been that spark, the game changer this team desperately needed. Instead, they're stuck in a monotonous loop with the same tired excuses week after week. Maybe next week we're being patient. It's a process. It's agonizing, like watching someone hold a winning lottery ticket and refuse to scratch it. Fans scream to check it already while management nods serenely about patience. Garrett delivers side-eye glances sharp enough to slice glass. His sideline drama has become pure entertainment. Every frantic pace, intense glare, furious mutter goes viral instantly. Gabriel misses a receiver, instant viral clip. Garrett's reaction, even more viral. The memes are endless, all telling the same story about wasted potential. Somehow through this madness, Shedeur still looks like the coolest, most composed person there. The internet is hooked on his story. Analysts obsess over his potential. Fans treat every game like a reality show season finale. Will Sanders finally get his shot? Will Gabriel somehow survive? The tension boils over. Drama is electric, and chaos is just beginning. Garrett's initial meltdown wasn't the main event, just the opening act. The Browns think they're playing brilliant chess, but Garrett's acting like a human tornado, flipping every piece and shouting, "This isn't how it's done." This conflict goes deeper than strategy. It's psychology, professional pride, and raw frustration playing out nationally. Watching elite talent like Shedeur rot on the bench while someone less gifted gets the spotlight is painful. It triggers fans, stirs powerful emotions, and adds dark comedy to unfolding chaos. It makes people scream at televisions, replay clips repeatedly, and jump into heated online debates. Garrett has unwittingly become Shedeur's loudest hype man, running a one-man publicity campaign the Browns can't stop. Zooming in on fans reveals total digital warfare. Twitter went nuclear. A keyboard war zone with factions forming. Someone created a worst quarterback decisions tournament bracket. And Cleveland's choice to start Gabriel is the top seed cruising through early rounds. Memes of Shedeur looking like he's in detention dominate timelines. The Browns remain in denial mode, projecting calm while mumbling corporate speak about thinking long term, which really means they have no idea what they're doing. Garrett still paces like a caged lion, his glare cutting through air sharp enough to split helmets. Pressure rises, atmosphere electric, and Cleveland is one bad play away from complete franchise explosion. It's miraculous nobody's burned their retinas from rolling their eyes at this self-inflicted mess. Myles Garrett has become a walking cautionary tale, a human billboard screaming that this is fundamentally bad and will end ugly. Every glare, every exasperated sigh, every sideline moment is pure fire and frustration in shoulder pads. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel tries his hardest, but he's like a hero who showed up to the wrong movie, trying to battle dragons in what should be a romantic comedy. Every throw lands with soul-crushing groans from stands while analysts clutch their notes. Somewhere, probably late at night when facilities are dark, Shedeur trains in silence like a warrior monk biding his time because he knows when his number's called, it'll be spectacular. Shedeur is still developing, but his ceiling isn't just high, it's in the stratosphere. He's a walking highlight reel waiting to happen. The problem is patience, and Cleveland has none left. But here's the beautiful irony. Since Shedeur isn't starting, the Browns can't use him as their scapegoat. It's poetic justice. Under normal circumstances, they'd blame the rookie for every bad play, every turnover, every loss. They can't do that now. That burden falls on someone else's shoulders, and Garrett knows it. You feel that simmering frustration radiating off him like heat waves on blistering summer afternoons. His body language is a masterclass in passive-aggressive protest, basically the living embodiment of "I told you so," but with world-class biceps and a helmet. Picture the sideline now. Garrett paces like an impending storm. Gabriel tries focusing while pretending not to notice suffocating tension. Coaches whisper nervously behind hands, eyes darting like spy movie characters. Fans are absolutely losing their minds. Every incomplete pass ignites moral debates in stands and online. Was that bad execution or lack of Shedeur's energy? The rookie made a statement without stepping on the field, and some fans believe the entire situation was a setup. Gabriel didn't play badly exactly, but not well enough to justify keeping a potential superstar benched. Deep down, everybody knows the truth. The aura around Shedeur is real. The charisma is undeniable. The arm talent is unquestionable. But Cleveland still refuses to unleash it. It's like watching someone ignore literal mountains of gold to keep digging in a sandbox with plastic shovels. The media feasts on this chaos like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Analysts break down every frame like it's historical footage, searching for clues. The funniest part is the Browns think they control the narrative. Headlines drip with sarcasm, disbelief, and panic. Stories about Browns hoping Gabriel survives without Sanders and Garrett pacing like a possessed man flood major sports pages. Somewhere a journalist posted detailed diagrams comparing Gabriel's actual throws to Shedeur's theoretical ones. Yes, theoretical. Only in football's passionate world do fans analyze imaginary passes like decoding ancient hieroglyphics. Garrett lives rent-free in everyone's mind. Game after game, every stomp, every glare, every frustrated sigh hits like a direct message asking what Cleveland is doing. He's basically a walking protest sign broadcasting that this is fundamentally wrong, but nobody asked his opinion. The frustration is loud, body language even louder, and every move adds fuel to this raging fire. But the craziest part is through all this drama, Garrett still performs at an absurdly high level. He's still leading the defense, still grinding every play, still reminding everyone this entire situation is one giant questionable decision. Here comes the really intense part. Every practice, every huddle, every timeout, you feel tension building. The one question hanging over everything. Is this the moment Shedeur finally takes over? Fans barely breathe. Even people with no Cleveland allegiance tune in, captivated by drama, just to see what happens next. It transformed from a simple football story into the league's biggest reality show, except this show is live, raw, and infinitely more dramatic than anything writers could script. Cleveland's front office thought they made a smart strategic move, but what they really created was the perfect storm of media hype, fan frustration, and pure entertainment. Garrett is the undeniable star, Shedeur is the tantalizing mystery, Gabriel is the unfortunate target, and the Browns are desperately trying to survive chaos they alone created. Myles Garrett is the tornado at dead center of this controversy storm, spinning chaos in every direction and making sure nobody ever forgets how monumentally bad this decision was. Every stomp, every wild gesture, every piercing glare toward the sideline feels like a thunderclap of righteous anger. It's as if the universe decided to play a cruel joke on Cleveland's expense, and the Browns got front row seats to their own disaster.